guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Molly Malloy and I teach 5th grade in Southern California. Today I am going to be taking you along with me as I pack up my classroom and get ready for summer. I know it's different for every school, but for us, what we need to do is we need to stack student desks and chairs against one wall. We have to clear off all countertops, preferably the smaller furniture. We need to move that to the same side of the room as the desks. Because they clean our carpets, and so it's easier for them if all the furniture is on one side. So 3 tips that I have when packing up your classroom. The first is to make a list of everything that needs to be done. So it's really nice at our site, our admin actually gives us a list typed up with all of our end of the year tasks before we can technically check out for summer. So I have that list and then I added a few of my own things to it. Second tip is to set aside any items that you want to bring home, whether they are personal items or projects that you want to work on over the summer. It's nice to just set those aside, get them out of the way. I'm bringing home some of my graphic novel books that I'm going to add labels to. In the past, I've brought home bigger items that I needed to work on, but that's my one thing I'm bringing home this summer. And then my last tip is to tackle one area or task at a time. Packing up an entire classroom for summer can be super overwhelming, and so it's a lot nicer to break it into smaller, more manageable tasks that you can accomplish and check off your list as you go. But let's get started. So first thing I'm doing is taking down anything from my bulletin boards that I am not going to keep up next year. Bulletin boards are done. Everything that's up is something I think I'm going to keep up for next year. So that's checked off my list. Next up, I'm going to stack my desk against the back wall because I feel like it's going to clear up so much space and make it feel like I'm making a lot of progress. Okay, that was definitely my workout for the day, but now all my desks and chairs are stacked. Here, so let me show you. Here's what the room looks like now. Do not mind my super gross floors that obviously need to be vacuumed. But yeah, I feel like it already looks so much better. Okay, next I'm gonna tackle the sink and clear off that whole sink area. And what I do with that, and then like all this stuff on top of my classroom library and over here, is I just shove it all back onto the shelves behind my whiteboards. So these whiteboards slide open. They're a hot mess right now, but they slide open, and then I can just put everything I need back there. Then I also have a little bit of space in these cupboards too that I can just cram stuff in for summer. Okay, I just looked over this huge thing of butcher paper. I'm gonna start packing up my classroom library right now, which is always the saddest part of pack up for me. But all my books and everything will stay on the shelves. I just have to clear off the tops of them. And same thing that I mentioned before, I'm just gonna put them behind my whiteboard, on the shelves behind my whiteboards. And then I just have to cover them with butcher paper. Okay, so now I'm gonna start on covering up my bulletin boards. I have scissors to cut the paper, and then I'm using this blue tape so it doesn't damage my shelves, my bookshelves. Usually I use plastic tablecloths, but I just haven't been able to go out shopping for them yet. So our school's providing butcher paper for us, so that's what I'm going to use. Okay, library is done. Next, I'm moving on to this area up here. I have to unplug everything and clear out the counter, and actually the table and that rainbow cart I need to move over here with all the rest of the stuff. Okay, look how different this whole front area of the room looks now. So crazy. So next is I need to decide what to do about my stage. It used to not have storage in it, and so every year when I packed up my classroom, I would lift up the stage pieces and move them. However, now that they have storage, I don't know. The thing is though, it's two separate pieces because I wanted to kind of have some flexibility and make them not as heavy. But there is this crack down the middle of them, and so stuff does fall between it. So I kind of want it to get cleaned out this summer. But I don't really have a spot for all the stuff in it. Okay, good news. I just talked to my custodian and he said to leave the stage where it is. So I'm so excited I don't have to go through and clear it all out and move it. That'll be so much easier. Okay, I am pretty much done. The last thing I have to do is just cover all the bulletin boards with that butcher paper, but I have to head out, so I'm gonna have to come back and do that another day. And then our whiteboards. So yeah, I'm super happy it didn't take me too long. If you want to see where I shoved everything, I wasn't lying when I said I just shove it up. There you go, things are falling out. I just shove it all back in here. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And let me know in the comments if your school does anything that's a lot different than what we have to do. I'm super curious. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time.